I've been through a bunch of marketing interviews throughout my career, and I've noticed one thing that pretty much all marketing job interviews have the same pattern, the same list of questions that is always being asked. And I jotted down 25 questions like that, and I want to go through these questions with you in this video. What you should not expect from this video is to get a magic pill that will help you nail every marketing interview that you're gonna face. However, what you can expect is to hear the top 25 most frequently asked marketing job interview questions and to start planning yourself. How would you personally approach those questions? All right, so I'm grabbing my laptop and let's go. The first question: what is your marketing project you're most proud of? Perhaps there is no need to tell them, a 2-hour story on how you handle the specific project, but what they want to see and hear is how you can set marketing goals, how you plan your projects, how you measure the results. Question number 2: tell us about a marketing project you failed and why. What did you learn from it? Obviously, they expect to understand your tolerance and your attitude to failure. And many recruiters actually appreciate the fact that you're able to admit your mistakes, take advantage of them in a way, and learn from your mistakes and become better next time. Number 3, what could you improve as a marketer and why? So they want to see if you just stick to the same working standards or if you're actually able to go the extra mile, learn a new skill, learn a new tool. And they also want to see how you follow marketing trends, so how you want to develop your career according to the latest trends in the industry. Number 4, why are you searching for a new job? Honesty is the key word here because you can have tons of reasons. It all depends on your personal situation, but it's really important how you address this. Number 5, have you applied to different companies or are we the only company you sent your application to? Even if you send many applications at the same time, try to explain why you're doing exactly this. So you can say, I want to work specifically within this industry. That's why I'm sending application to the top 10 companies within this field. If I called your boss right now, what would they tell me about you? There is no need to tell, top 20 facts that your boss would list down. Try to match the ones that actually fit this job and fit this role. Number 7, describe your current marketing team. So what they want to find out is if you have a general understanding and knowledge of other marketing roles, if you're able to interact with other marketing positions, so you can say that you're able to deal with both creative and, let's say, analytical minded people at the same time. Let's imagine we're ready to give you an offer today. What would be your first step as soon as you're given the offer? What you should not say is, these practical things such as signing the contract, grabbing your laptop, planning your medical insurance and whatnot. And what you can talk about is perhaps getting to know your target audience, taking a look at your CRM or any other historical data. Essentially, they want to hear the first step that you typically take whenever you face a new marketing project. Number 9, how did your marketing career develop? In case you have never been promoted, perhaps you can explain why. Perhaps you were in the wrong environment or could be tons of other reasons. And if you were actually promoted, you can explain what made you step up your career ladder. Number 10, what kind of marketing resources are you following or reading? So they want to simply find out whether you are a marketing nerd in a good way, whether you're trying to constantly learn and develop. And again, be honest, even if you don't really follow any marketing resources specifically, perhaps you're trying to keep up with the industry trends, with the industry that is relevant specifically for this company. So try to play around and actually find a meaningful answer to this question, because most likely it's going to be a red flag for them if you simply say no. Number 11, what was the last podcast, article, or video on marketing you found useful and why? They simply want to test if you were honest when answering to the previous question. Number 12. This one I got so often. Do you have experience using Hubspot? It might be so that you've never had a chance to use Hubspot. It was my personal story because Hubspot was a direct competitor in the previous company I worked with. So you can say that, yeah, I haven't actually used HubSpot as such. However, I've taken HubSpot courses. I'm constantly following their blog. And by the way, I highly recommend you doing that, not just saying that. What kind of person are you outside of work? What are your hobbies? No need to try to, impress your future employer and tell them that, I spend all weekends watching educational videos and marketing, because you're actually on the verge of burnout if you're doing so. This one is really interesting. 14. If you're given some learning budget and time, what would you allocate it to? Let's say if you're applying to a content marketer role, you can say that perhaps you want to explore new content marketing channels, you want to learn more on video marketing, or ramp up your search engine optimization skills. Or, for example, if you're applying to a CRM marketing role, you can say that perhaps you would love to learn different CRM systems to be able to use several CRM systems simultaneously. 15. How do you measure the success of your marketing efforts? They want to see if you're able to handle marketing goal setting and how good you are at marketing analytics. That's it. In what direction would you like to develop your marketing career? So it might be a good idea to check possible career steps within this marketing role. I guess it's not really a good idea to mention a completely different area of marketing. 17. What marketing tools or software do you use daily? Here, your potential employer would love to hear what kind of tools you can use, of course, and the diversity of tools you can operate with. Let's say if you're applying for an email marketing role, or I don't know, a content marketing role, and you can say that you've used 3 different email marketing software at the same time, or 2 different SEO tools at the same time, it will be super beneficial for you as a candidate. What do you know about our company? Please, no boring fact dropping such as your headcount, or I don't know, some boring info from the About Us page. They want to follow how thoroughly you studied their website, their business. So perhaps you can tell about their customers, their solutions, their value proposition, their unique selling point, and more global and meaningful facts like that. 19. What do you know about our industry? Especially if it's a complex industry, let's say, I don't know, logistics, read on it more. Check how this industry has been developing in the last 10 years. So be prepared to impress them with a little bit of in-depth knowledge about the industry, not just, a few superficial sentences. What type of work environment do you prefer? Like in many previous questions, there is no right or wrong answer. Of course, they simply want to see if you are a good culture fit. I would say that many employers value how independent you can be when you tackle any marketing task. I'm sure that no micromanagement is a rule for many companies. So if you are able to work in a setting like that, that's going to be beneficial. But other than that, I would say that check out their social media, their employees' profiles, what they talk about the company, what kind of corporate and work culture they have, what kind of vibes they have, and try to see if you can actually be a good match for them. If you have a lot on your plate, how do you prioritize your marketing tasks? Perhaps you can say that you're able to use several project management software to handle multiple projects, and if you have a lot on your plate. Also, it's important to tell them why you prioritize certain tasks over others. 22. Why are you applying exactly to this position? I think it's important to be able to tell them that you find this certain area of marketing important for business goals. Let's say if we talk about content marketing again, you can say that, content marketing essentially boils down to any marketing activity that you can think of. It could be lead generation, brand awareness, and that with content marketing, it's really easy to build a stronger brand, which helps businesses grow. What area of marketing would you like to specialize in the future? Talk about your future plans, your future vision of yourself. For example, if you apply to a junior role, let's say, I don't know, a junior content marketing specialist, and you're confident that in the future you'll be able to manage teams, you can say that in 5 years you see yourself actually managing the whole content department. The next one, who do you work closely with outside of your marketing team? They want to find out whether you're able to work with different stakeholders within an organization. And I think most importantly, they want to see if you're also able to get along with, let's say, C-level executives, especially if you apply to a junior role. And the last one, what would you change on our website, social media, advertising, landing pages, and whatnot? I know that it might feel a little bit uncomfortable to give feedback like that because you might be seen as this potential employee who is just criticizing everything. However, they want to find out if you're brave enough to provide, constructive feedback and to justify your opinion. So right before your first interview, make sure that you go through their website, social media, other tools and channels that you use, and make a few notes on some possible suggestions that you can propose. I hope these questions were helpful for you guys. Send this video to a friend who is searching for a job, or if you're a university teacher, you can also send it to your students to help them with their future employment. And thanks a lot for watching, and see you in my next videos. Bye!